So Portugal and Bohemia both making moderate gains in the last video. I think if they continue to do things like this, then they're going to run away with the number 1 and 2 spots. But I think the fall of Alexander could still lead to maybe a 3rd spot opening up. I mean, it's hard to say. I think that Egypt and Assyria both need to be taken seriously. So do the Huns, and let's not forget about Prussia. You know, I tend to continue to forget about Prussia, and Prussia is at war with Russia. I swear I don't mean to. I swear I don't mean to rhyme, but if you guys want to buy my mixtape, I've got a SoundCloud. So like if I'm just kidding. Yeah. So if Prussia ends up taking Moscow at 18 population, that's a pretty big deal. It looks like they're going to have Finnish help, which I didn't know that Finland and Russia were at war. Again, it could be one of those like lasting wars that could have been, that could still. I know that they were at war like a long time ago. Maybe they just never made, and they never found a peace treaty or something like that. But anyways, looks like we should see the fall of Sparta here. I think with the Hungarian pikemen. Yep. They should be able to walk in, even though it's a Hungarian pikeman. You've got still... Oh, this is the only cannon that can attack, though, because this one's behind a hill. This is a hill, too, though, but... Yeah, you should be able to fire there. And let's see what happens. We also have the Goths moving after this former Bulgarian city. Okay, they've begun a siege. And there it is. Okay, so this is big because now Hungary also has a rifleman in play. They also have these units here. They can double back around and maybe steal this away from the Goths. Wait a second. When did that happen? Oh, Hungary, you're killing me. Look at this. Oh, that happened. I didn't even notice that. That happened a while ago in the last video, and I just completely blanked on it. But Bavaria. So Hungary used to have 4 cities. Now they have 4 cities, but oh, geez, Hungary. Well, either way, you can take this city over. You could still be pretty, you could still kind of rise to power if you take over more Greek cities. And then, I mean, nothing from Bavaria is going to be able to protect this unless, well, Bavaria and Bohemia have been cool for most of this game, so military access between these two shouldn't be too surprising. And here go the Goths. Prussia seems to be somewhat moving in, and Sweden couldn't siege Utrecht. They couldn't do it. And clearly Finland must be cool with the Dutch, because Finland is practically surrounded by Dutch cities. And they have not gone to war at all. So they must, I don't know, maybe they're cool with each other, I don't know. And there's pretty much just, ooh, you know what? Scotland might have a little bit of a chance here attacking London. They've got 4 of their Highlander units. Another one back in Glasgow. Maybe, I mean, I don't know. Without in your range, it's going to be tough either way. I still have big hopes for the Dutch, though. I mean, look at the Dutch. They're filled with units. They are filled with units. I don't know what this AI is trying to do right now. And remember, the Dutch have colonies all around the world, all around the map at least. They just need to attack the right civ. And right now, the Dutch are actually playing pretty smart because they're protecting Switzerland. Without the Dutch here, taking up these tiles, I think that Portugal would easily take over Bern. And then Zurich? I think it's Zurich. And then boom, now you have Portugal with like 8 or 9 cities. There's still war going on between Florence and the Pope. Florence isn't really pressing forward, though. Maybe he's about to accept an apology or something. I don't know. The Dutch and Greece have peaced out. I didn't realize Scotland was down here. That's kind of cool. The Goths and Assyria have now peaced out. We know that Egypt is trying to attack the Vandals, but I don't think Ramses will have any success in doing that. Let's see how Hungary goes. Oh, boom. Nice move. Hungary did steal away the city. Now you still need to be careful of the Goths. At least their empire is connected now. All their cities are connected. Hungary really needs to be careful of Bohemia too, though. Budapest is open for an invasion. Totally open at the moment. France has adopted autocracy. Okay. I mean, this is not surprising. Usually, autocratic nations tend to dominate in these domination only type games, obviously, but still kind of interesting to see, where the divide is going to be between what nations choose autocracy and then what minority chooses order, which Prussia and Mali apparently, I don't know, Mali's I guess doing good. I'm guessing they've got population down here in sub-Saharan Africa. Yes, they do. Holy crap. 30. I just looked at these two cities. I was like, okay, 1922, that's pretty good. And then boom, 30. I don't think anybody has 30 right now. Thebes is at 21 usually. Egypt, because, they've got the Nile River, so they usually are pretty well populated. No, that's got to be the biggest city. That's crazy. That is insane. And probably the next one we'll check over the demographics. Slowly, people are starting to migrate out and take bigger chances. Oh my gosh. I thought this was a Hunnic city for the longest time because on the minimap it looks like a Hunnic city. It's Switzerland with Geneva. That's interesting. Okay, cool. Cool, you do your thing. Yeah, the next one we'll probably check over demographics and I think religion. France and the Vandals. Byzantium and the Vandals. Yeah, I mean, Byzantium is just unable to get get their empire moving. They can't get the I don't know why. I want to say like they can't get the lawnmower revving. They're trying to rev it up and it just keeps stalling. They attacked who did they attack? No, they didn't attack Armenia. I mean they've tried to attack the Goths. I think at the beginning they tried to attack the Ottomans and the Hittites. Nothing ended up happening there. They fell short attacking Greece. And now Hungary's going to continue to press forward. They should be able to take over maybe at least one more city. And, I mean, hey, Athens is almost undefended at that point. Hungary needs to watch out, though, because Bohemia is here. They've got to be careful. Oh, there's an opening. We'll see if... Yep, Portugal, I think, as long as the Dutch don't... Oh, yeah, you're fine. You still have this spot here. Yep, next turn, Bern Falls. Wow. Bohemia better start moving, which they actually have a lot of opportunities to take over a lot of different cities. Again, Hungary's so open right now. Prussia looks like they're still staying strong. I don't know. Prussia, you're going to blow this. I feel like Prussia's about to blow this. They've just been so quiet. They need to take over something. At least go after the Dutch and swoop in after these cities. Again, though, Prussia calculates even the Dutch units back at home, so I'm sure the Prussian AI thinks that the Dutch are really strong. Another thing that I always forget, too, I think most people forget in the comment section, is that just because we see everything doesn't mean the AI can see everything. And I'm not just talking about the gray fog of war. Yes, Bern did fall. I'm not just talking about like the gray fog of war like this, this sort of stuff. I'm talking about, even when you discover a map, you still have that like other dark layer of fog of war. Oh, Bern was taken back. Okay, that's fine. There'll be an exchange of cities. That's going to kill the population, which kind of sucks for Portugal, but, whatever. So yeah, like Hungary right now, they don't know that, they probably only see a few units along the border. Same goes for Bohemia. They don't know what's here and what's not in Budapest. I always forget that. And I think it's good to remind people, because I know there's definitely some people that forget that too. The double layer of fog of war. I usually remember the first part about the gray, but most of the map probably is explored. I don't know actually about that. And boom, Bern falls again, but still pretty big deal. Bern was at 12. It fell to like 6 population. Because it was recaptured, now it's at 1. This will not be as good of a city. Yeah, obviously not. And the war continues to rage on between Scotland and the British. We'll see if the Swiss will remain in the game because of Geneva, which is what we just discovered. Yeah, the colonies are going to be really interesting now because we're going to see weird random colonies in Eastern Europe, in North Africa, mainly the Sahara Desert, and one place I keep forgetting about is the Arabian Peninsula. People will settle the Arabian Peninsula. I imagine that there's got to be some sort of strategic resources. The AI will settle for strategic resources alone, especially late game for oil or uranium. They will make that venture out So Scotland's peaced out with Belgium. Belgium still exists, though. Antwerp was eventually swooped in. That was a good move by Queen Victoria to swoop in through the North Sea after Scotland took over Antwerp. Armenia and Greece have finally peaced out. And yeah, Prussia's not having an easy time at all. I really want to see a Baltic war, a Baltic Sea war. Lots of units. Lots and lots of units in the Baltic Sea. I'm surprised that Finland and Sweden haven't gone at it. Sweden's doing pretty well, but they've kind of stalled out because I don't know who else they'd go after. I guess Denmark, but they've tried that multiple times and they've been unsuccessful. Every time the Swedes have tried to attack Copenhagen, it's too difficult. And Bohemia is starting to have a bigger and bigger presence in this sea, so that's a problem for all of the nations. Because nobody's going to want to go to war with Bohemia at the moment. Dang, look at the Dutch. You just got to do something with that stuff, baby. That's it. Start doing something, man. Flanders. Attack Flanders. It would still it'd be a bloody war. Actually, just attack the British. Any outside force right now that were to attack the British Isles, boom, they're going to win. Because Scotland and England, the British have just killed themselves, pretty much. They've just killed each other. What is this? Autocracy, I'm assuming, for who? Greece. Okay, so Greece was pretty high up there in technology, apparently. Hungary is starting to fall short in their third siege of this Greek settlement. What else do we have? Assyria choosing autocracy, okay. Oh man, everyone's getting into it. Finland's choosing autocracy. Turn 317. We've got Armenia choosing order. That's the ones I like to keep in mind a little bit more. The nations that end up choosing order. And I believe that was the third nation that's chosen order. So no more bonuses. Wait, I think, is it the top 2 or top 3 that get the free tenants? I think it's top 2. Jeez, you'd think I'd remember this stuff by now, right? Oh, crack lord. Hey, Egypt's trying something. Oh, no. Well, yeah, Egypt's trying to go after the Vandals. The Vandals tried to attack this Roman colony. It didn't end up working out too well. Look at Mali. Mali's sending all of their forces out. The Moors are only left with one city. I want to see Portugal go after the Moors. But Portugal seems to be pretty preoccupied with eliminating the Swiss. Well, I mean, they're not going to eliminate them. I'm going to forget that, too, that Geneva's at. Oh, they pieced out. Oh, my goodness. I didn't even see that peace deal. Yep, they pieced out, so Geneva is now under Maria's control. I don't know how this city... Did they just buy a bunch of tiles or what? This city grew a crap ton. That's crazy. That's the weird thing. The weird thing is that the Celts have such a big military. See, the reason why the Celts are going to fall short in this campaign, even though they were so close, is they made the wrong ties. They should have cut ties with the Scottish 100 turns ago. If they cut ties with the Scottish 100 turns ago, they would have been able to sweep in after these two cities, and I think history would have been a lot different. After you take bigger control over the British Isles as a whole, I think the Celts would have had a very easy time swooping after the British, and that's sad because the Celts they made friends with the wrong people, and that's why we won't see that strong Celtic empire that I think everyone has been longing for since the beginning of these AI only battles. I want to see the Dutch do something so bad, but I don't think they will. Even just attack Zurich right now. I mean, why not? But yeah, I mean, they're cool. That's why. Iceland and Tuscany have pieced out. Yep. So they're peace deal. Embargo of the Netherlands. So people were probably pissed at William for settling like the way they did. They kind of stopped settling for a while though. Ooh, Byzantium doing another push. Oh, this is going to help out Hungary too. So this city could go to either one. Now I want to know what the Portuguese are going to do now that they've finally pieced out. I mean, Portugal has a really This is where it comes down to, like I said from the very beginning, like one of the biggest factors. Oh my gosh, it was Hungary. Hungary, I wish you didn't give the city to Bavaria, because Hungary would be looking really cool right now. Because now look at Bohemia. Okay, so Bohemia is probably number 1 in the demographics, and I'll check that in the next one. But look at Bohemia. Bohemia's doing really well, but if you start to think about like the powers that they're being surrounded by, they've always been kind of threatened, probably by the Prussians. But now they've got to worry about the Hungarians. Now, if the Hungarians can just take over Athens, which actually, I don't know where this like late push, these Byzantium reinforcements came out of nowhere. But we'll see if Hungary can squeeze in there. Nope, they're piecing out. So it looks like, yeah, Byzantium's going to take over Athens. Where did these units come from? That's what I want to know. Ooh, the Huns in Bohemia declared war on Byzantium. They don't like what's going on there. The Goths and the Greeks have pieced out. Hungary's out of it. Huns and France are peace. Oh, there you go. Oh, well, actually, okay, so the Goths and the Dutch are teaming up. The thing is, though, yeah, the Prussians could really, all they have to do is defend against the Goths. I've been saying this the entire time. The Prussians have pretty okay population that they can take up here. I mean, these cities all have pretty okay population. They could take all these. And Prussia has the opportunity of being pretty much Russia. Prussia can be Russia. The Goths have chosen autocracy. They just have to defend this stuff, which I don't know, because they're really pushing hard for this Dutch city, for these Dutch cities, which is good, but they can't lose anything either. Yeah, that's pretty important for them. Now, that was a dual war, so that was like kind of a team war that was declared, so I don't think Bohemia, it's not a coalition, so I don't think Bohemia is going to, make a decision right now. They could in a few turns. Wait, how? What city did Byzantium have? I have no idea, but it clearly wasn't an amazing city. I don't know. Bavaria's chosen autocracy. Well, Bohemia took something, but it wasn't a very important city. Bohemia took something from Byzantium, I mean. But it wasn't a very important city, I don't think. We'll probably find out in a few... Oh, that city. Yeah. That's fine. And now there's a buffer zone between... Yeah, there will be a buffer zone between Bohemia and Athens when that eventually falls. Sweden has chosen autocracy. And how are the Goths and Prussians doing? Ooh, you better watch it. You better watch it. And now the Vandals have taken a city over from the Byzantine Empire. All right. So we still have several videos left in the series, but we are kind of nearing that last stretch. And I think that the story is going to get more interesting. The powers are going to become greater, I guess. And I think we'll continue to see probably only a few more civs fall. I think that we'll end the game still with like 30 civs still kind of existing, still around. Probably not very strong like Belgium, but we'll see. Anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.